front of the van or whatever.
This week on My Time to Talk,
in the middle of the thing here, they get out the van, like the kid's not hurt or anything, but he's like, oh, what are you doing, blah blah blah. So they get out the van and then they rob the whole van and drive off and leave him. And if he wants to try and say something, you can kick the shit out of.
Keens, and this has happened to me. I'm from Northampton and this has happened to me. I'm from Blackpool and this has happened to me. Like, there is, like, it was astounding. Like, literally, I couldn't pick my jaw up off the floor because, like, some of them are so brave. Like, they actually came on camera and was telling their stories as well. And it would be like feeding issues, inoculations, immunisation. This is a massive one. If you don't immunise your child, their ears are perked up straight away. Co-sleeping.
Strip searching young children, and I've got to say children because it's not even like teenagers or 16-year-olds. They're strip searching young children, and these are mainly girls and mainly black.
No, but you would say, like, I feel for you, so, like, what are we going to do? Like, when we get back, you wouldn't even have that conversation. So once we get back, so are you going to tell him when you get back then?
Bam! Motherfuckers!
What the hell?
It's time now! Little wee run.
Oh my gosh.
You know what time it is? It's time
To talk.
to time.
So what we're going on today then?
Well, we're going to answer the riddle. Hi. My time to talk. Well, the answer to the riddle was umbrella.
Umbrella. Nice, small, nice.
No, you can't remember what even the
It was
riddle
something about up and down and up and up and down.
Was it? Was it now?
So we're going to start with the weekly affair.
Weekly affair.
Do you want to start?
No, I think I started last
You would think that I was the singer of the family, wouldn't you really?
No, but she's not.
You're amazing.
She can.
Don't gas me around.
Do you want to start weekly affair?
So my weekly affair is these little rapscallions getting their GCSEs
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Oh gosh, I can still say the word, mother.
Well done, guys. I feel like it's just I think you know what it is. Yeah, I don't think it's about as much as you passing your GCSEs. Obviously that's important for a next step depending on what you're doing in life. I mean, if you've got a job, just crack on. But yeah, but like in terms of like going to university and all of that stuff, it is important, but not as important as it's made out to be. But I feel like it's more a test of how you manage your stress and you kind of negating like now more of a adult responsibility in the sense of, okay, you're accountable for your actions, and if you ain't putting in nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. So I feel like, as much as I don't feel like it's, yes, you must have maths, science, English, because you will still exist and you will still get jobs. If anything, it's more about being a people person and, like, you know, learning what you're good at and kind of adhering to that, but also getting out there and just, you know, living life. But well done, regardless of what your results are. Well done.
Exactly.
I feel like you've done it.
You ran the gauntlet and you survived.
You did it because there's some people who didn't even complete it, didn't even get to that point. So regardless of what you think, there will be options available, even if you have to do another year.
It's not
somewhere. It's really not, and maybe it's because you need to explore something else as well. So like you're not at a standstill at all. Like, and don't even worry about, you know, if Naquisha or Jimmy have got all 9s or 8s or whatever the number is, because I was born in an ABC era. But like it doesn't matter what they got, because even then with your degree you can be then working in safe ways with your bachelor's or your master's at the age of 22, and by that point you will have already been doing your taxes for a good 4 years.
Yeah. Take it from somebody who got a BA at 60 and a master's
exactly.
at
Well done, Mark,
61. You know what I mean? Like you can do it. An old bird like me can do it. Do you know what I mean? It will happen when it's supposed to happen. Because I still went through a whole career working in libraries, working in shops, and still managed. So as I says, exams aren't all the be all and end all, but and also actually you lot went through the pandemic. And
you guys have not been taught correctly at all.
Nearly 2 years of non-teaching,
and they changed the grading system in the time that they were actually in school. So you've
You've
generally done a good thing. It's good that you can even tell the time at this point.
Well done.
Well done, guys.
Whatever the result was.
Well done. You've passed your first test in life. The next one is probably your driving test.
No,
where you're like,
let's not have
everyone hates
They're all
me.
one in that one. That's for sure.
Everyone hates me
Big
on the
one's
road.
already talking about.
We do.
When can I get
We
my provisional?
do hate you on the road.
Yes, we do. We do. We really do. I can tell why you've got.
Part of it. That's the next one.
You can't get insurance till you're 28, probably. I mean, cheap insurance till you're 28.
Don't even listen
There
to
is
these
a
old
reason.
ones. We don't want you on the road either. Lock you guys up. I'd take your license when it gets to 65.
Sorry.
No more driving for you. You better find a loved
I feel
one.
like there should be a retest business.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I do.
They're having enough problems with
to retest.
testing people at the moment.
Whether they're still competent doing
The answer's
tests
no.
that we
Are
have
they
to do.
competent at?
No.
Are you lot competent at
I would still be able
20s and
to
30s?
pass
No.
a driving test. I know that one.
I think that
I feel like
everybody.
they're out
has
there.
a perception.
I feel like some people are out there on the road after a certain age trying to make a point, and it's like, no, babes, because you lived your best life when there wasn't any licenses and they were giving them away free and all that stuff in the army. Them people in the army, they were giving out licenses for
mine
free.
weren't free, and I got it at 50.
Well,
so,
you got it at 50.
Do you know what I mean?
Beforehand.
Exactly.
Illegally. So this is the reason they're putting all these places in.
We're not talking
That's
about
why
driving.
You guys, anything else?
You know.
Oh gosh, that was a lot.
Breathe, Jackie, breathe.
I don't know why you guys
Come on, yours.
Well, mine actually is this thing that they had.
What is still putting on these damn
Why
glasses?
do you keep doing that?
You're gonna hurt your eyes.
Can you put it down, please?
Because from what I can see, they look good. Am I wrong?
You're wrong. You look like Edna.
Stop
from,
taking a piece.
Edna. I'm sorry. Go ahead. It's your
Go
time,
on.
babes.
My weekly affair is this thing that the police have got. Strip searching young children, and I've got to say children because it's not even like teenagers or 16-year-olds. They're strip searching young children, and these are mainly girls and mainly black in the class. And that doesn't mean like, let's pat you down. This is a full-on strip search for looking for what? Looking for drugs or looking for a night. Wouldn't that be good enough just to pat a child down? Because like, it is a problem. I'm not saying that knives aren't a problem, but when you're talking about 8 to 12-year-olds, I'm sorry, do not take a young child into a room, and a man at that, and strip search them to see if they've got drugs or a knife on them. I'm sure that is good enough to be a teacher that looks down their bra, or not even their bra, their vest at that age, you know what I mean? You know, like tapping them is enough to find a knife. It's become a problem, and it is in the news this week, and I didn't know it was such a high percentage of carry on that they're doing.
No, I think after that child Q thing come out, when there was that big outcry of that girl
that was searching the class.
And we only found out about that a couple of years later.
Yeah.
After the fact, when she was strip searched, and apparently she was on her period as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, you're actually
and it was a
sexually assaulting these girls. Do you know what I mean? And there's no recompense. Like, who is reconciling that? Because apparently, like, the girl was like so outgoing and stuff, and then suddenly she didn't want to go out, she didn't want to do anything. She, you know what I mean, she's totally gone into herself. And this is at the prime time of thinking, like, people that have been like sexually assaulted, it brings on a shame, it brings on a thing. Like, rarely are they going to be looking at the police people or the teacher to say, well, they did something wrong. They're ultimately always going to feel the shame themselves before they hold anybody else.
But if you consider it, that if that same child came into the classroom and said, my uncle, my dad, my brother strip searched me last night, they would be immediately put that person in care or get the police onto that household to see what was going on. So how can you have a somebody in authority doing it? So then what happens when that child goes home and it happens to them? Are they going to start thinking, well, you know, like, that happened to me in the class, so I don't mind if my uncle, brother, stranger in the street does it? You know what I mean? That is what happens to girls.
But the teacher should also be held accountable.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they should have been put, like, where was the criminal charges? Because it like, in her case, I can only speak on the case that I know and I've researched, and it just goes to show, like, this is not an anomaly then, this is just happening. So if they can just look at a black child and say, I can smell weed, that's their thing to be able to strip search them.
And that's what they said
that's
actually doing.
This is what they're using.
That
so
is what
it's
they're
already
using.
Racist, and it's already putting like a prejudice and a stereotype, because you're not looking at white kids and saying, "Oh, I can."
But it's not just black
even
kids.
then, it's not a justification.
It is still happening to white kids as well.
No, but I'm saying it's not even whatever child it's happening to. It's not smelling weed is not a justification
not a reason
to strip search someone. Like, they're not a fucking cartel person.
Exactly.
They're not running some big major drug kingdom. So let's be real. You can call her parents. This isn't time sensitive. She's not going anywhere. They're in school, or wherever they are, they're held anyway. So it's not, why the need, like, why, it's all, to me, it's just to humiliate. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
To humiliate, and from we've already got this like prison, like the school to prison pipeline thing. Like, it seems like they're grooming the kids from school to know how it's going to happen to you in prison. Do you know what I mean?
But I'm saying, like, the other way round, it would not be acceptable. If it was the other way around, a child came to school and says, I was strip searched by blah, 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 they would get put in care, or the family member would be in problems. So let's get some balance here.
But this is where I feel like there's like a heavy cultural divide as well, in the sense of, like, people are just culturally going along with whatever the norm is, and it's like, okay, well, you don't say anything back to it, law enforcement or anything like that, or like you don't respond back to your teachers,
it's form of grooming,
or your adult or whatever. Like, if something's wrong, it's wrong, regardless of, like, thinking. So even if it is your mom or dad saying, strip yourself down and I'm gonna, like, search you, that's not okay.
Exactly.
At any point, that's not okay.
It's a form of grooming.
Why would you need to be stripping them to do that? Never mind as, like, a thingy. So the teachers are just going along with, well, the police officer's saying it to do, so I'm just relinquishing all responsibility, forgetting that this is a child.
Forgetting that they're the advocates, they're in parental.
Even if you wasn't a child, and I was speaking to someone about this, like, in the sense of, like, you don't even process the trauma as a woman of knowing that your body has completely been taken over. Your life has been violated from having a child.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You never get the time to process that.
Yeah.
And so as a woman, you don't even get that like leeway to say, okay, well, there was a point where I didn't even let anyone see me in a bikini, and I can't even tell you how many people have seen my vagina in a hospital. Couldn't tell you. Is it okay if blah 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 comes in? Come in. I couldn't give a shit anymore. Do you know what I mean? Because as far as I'm concerned, after any experience where you're traumatized, the way that you will respond will be differently. So that girl has been seen naked before potentially someone she's actually been interested
It's not someone she'd be able to consent, and she's actually not consented either. So it is, it is a rape. Like, I don't care how they want to say it.
Even if she did say willingly, yes, I'll do the strip search. You are not a responsible adult to admit to that. You can't allow to that. So you cannot advocate for a child. That legally is my responsibility. You're not a legal guardian. I've never relinquished and said you are able to say what my daughter can do. You can't even go into a doctor's room. You need a chaperone there and an adult consent to say, okay, is it all right if I touch your child in this way or do this? You can't be out of the room. Never mind, like, I've given it to a school.
And you're just finding out after. I just want to kill. I'm not even joking. Like that.
As I says, I seriously would be bringing a prosecution.
And I think that is what they did. I think they did.
Yeah, but it's too late. If the child doesn't tell you. But my point is, that's just one. This is loads, and they're not all getting thingy. And even then, what is money? Like, you can, it will enable them to maybe get their children some counselling and healing. But trauma. Who is rectifying this? Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And I think that, to even say like, so here's money for a situation that you did an illegal act on me.
How much?
No, there's no price to that. As much money as you would want to throw at a situation, and obviously, however people want to go about them kind of things is completely up to them. But to say, okay, I've accepted money for a situation, even if they have accepted the money, it doesn't change that situation. It doesn't make it go away. It doesn't make it thingy. Like, even if, I feel like in some situations, and a genuine apology would even to say, I really shouldn't have done that. I admit that I've done something and I shouldn't have done that and I've used my influence, would be sometimes better in terms of healing than saying he's freaking 20 grand, because I'm never gonna understand why I was.
Well, you're never gonna understand an apology.
And this is the thing, when they're giving these, like, you've got a stupid woman, Kemi Badenoch, the other day she's talking about giving, like, the police need more powers. And it's like, how much more powers do you need to give these? Like, can you not see the fuckery that is going on?
Well, that is
Jesus Christ.
That comes to that still comes down to the American 2025, the 25 thing, it comes down to that, because he is thinking of doing things like giving the police more power to do things. As it says, that was mine.
Yeah, so mine isn't much better, I've got to be honest. So it kind of follows off in terms of that, to be honest, because I wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for TikTok. I have looked.
It's not been in
I
news.
have looked in the news, and I cannot see this story for love nor money. So this girl, she's just had a newborn baby. Her name's Vanessa Brown. Now I know, like, she is out there, so I'm not, doing anything that, you know what I mean. But yeah, so she's in hospital. She's just given birth to her baby, and she's recording herself, because she's in the room, social services are there, police are there, and this nurse is there, and they are basically saying she needs to hand over her day-old baby. They're saying that she wasn't available for observations, and the baby's got a rash, and all of this kind of stuff. But you can physically see the baby's there, the baby looks fine, happy, healthy, chubby, like, all of the points that the woman is making are valid points. So she's saying, like, obviously I'm breastfeeding my baby, so who's going to be breastfeeding my baby? Like, nobody is really conversating with her. They're just talking at her and in a very condescending way, basically. And there's what I've noticed, like, because obviously now gone and done a deep dive, it's because of this woman called Beth O that this girl had the knowledge to record this, because Beth O is a woman that her children, one of her daughters had a mental health kind of episode off the back of having one of her children. So this would be Beth O's grandchildren. And social services was inevitably brought in, but they took the children. Like, it wasn't like she wasn't harming the children, there was nothing untoward. But if it wasn't for the fact that this woman had recorded everything and was very fastidious in terms of court dates and, do you know what I mean, showing up for these appointments and stuff like that, they wouldn't have got these kids back. Like, they were looking to put these kids up for adoption, like madness, absolute madness. Do you know what I mean? So because of this woman highlighting these issues, so this is kind of what she now does. She's highlighted Vanessa's case. So yes, either way, this baby was taken. The update of what I was just looking today. So the update is they said that she needed to go to court. Now bear in mind, she's just had a baby.
And this was a day.
They said that she would be able to have access to the baby. This was kind of the terms that they came to in the end. They said to her she would be able to have access to the baby to feed the baby under supervision. But when she's gone to try and go to the hospital to feed the baby now, they're telling her that she's a danger to the staff, so they're not letting her in. Now she has finally been able to see the baby. She's put up pictures a couple of days ago today of her and the baby. And she's named and stuff like that. But what I was just like astounded by is this is not thingy. Like, there was a live that was going on, and this is the amount of black women that were like, this has happened to me, this has happened to me, I'm from Milton Keynes and this has happened to me, I'm from Northampton and this has happened to me, I'm from Blackpool and this has happened to me. Like, there is like, it was astounding. Like, literally I couldn't pick my jaw up off the floor, because like some of them are so brave. Like, they actually came on camera and was telling their stories as well, and it would be like feeding issues, inoculations, immunisations. This is a massive one. If you don't immunise your child, their ears are perked up straight away. Co-sleeping, this is another massive one. I have 6 children. I have co-slept with every single one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you use your discretion, you use your
fucking co-sleep.
You co-sleep, like, so, and it's not illegal. So why are they weaponizing co-sleeping? And it's a thing that I think is like, this is what I'm saying. I feel like all of this is intentional. This is my point. Intentional, and some kind of form of human trafficking, farming, because why are they taking people's kids for these like random reasons? But then you'll have like
that was their grandparents. Their grandparents constantly saying,
you'll have all of these
this child's in danger, and nobody came and collected them.
Nothing's
happening. Do you know what I mean?
And
now we've got baby
well, you've got babies that are a day old, and you're talking about them in, and then they've gone into care, and there's not even looking to be anywhere to come back. And obviously looking now, because I noticed a lot of people are like, but she's had children that are already in care and blah blah blah. Valid point, but this is also another valid point. These are all black children, black girls. Do you know what I mean? So, and she is an immigrant from Jamaica. So I did get her statement. I'll put it up so that we can see. I won't read it all, but I'll just put it up so that if anybody wants to, they can pause it and read the statement, or I'll put the link.
So that
to
means
the
that they could take that child, deport her, and keep the child in England?
It just sounded a bit like, because she said her mum brought her to Jamaica when she was young and stuff like that. So it seems like she's always had a link with social services, and this is what people are very thingy to. Like, if your parents ever had some kind of link to social services, you are already under social services, so they're already looking at you when you have a child. It doesn't matter how set your life is. They could already be looking at you like, oh well, she was under social services, so we have to watch this one. And you could be doing everything right, but that one thing that another woman that would give the benefit of the doubt, they're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Do you know what I mean?
The doubt. They've left the hospital, and as I say, it's like the grandparents, the parents of on the other side of the man you know, that's the father of the child, says like, well, I saw things going on. Do you know what I mean? I reported it and they did nothing about it. Now my child's dead. Do you know what I mean? How many cases have we had of that? And you're not giving her even a chance to leave the hospital.
But this is another thing though, because we know that these children aren't being adopted. We know that black children aren't adopted at the rate that white children are. So if you're bringing them into foster, like they're living a life in foster care when they could have had the opportunity to go back to a grandparent then at the least, or an auntie, or do you know what I mean?
You're not giving them a chance.
Why is there never a chance to try and rehabilitate the family situation? And it just seems like there's not I don't know, like a place of advocacy for these types of things, like maternal issues, because I know I had a lot of problems as a black woman in maternity. So just in general, like maternal issues, like social services issues, education, like where is the, you know what I mean?
The black link.
That we can say, okay, well, there's some, you know, solicitors, because that's what she was asking for. The last I saw was a solicitor, because people were saying, I think you need a solicitor, because she's having to attend all these court appointments and stuff.
But people don't actually view these things on a child by child basis. As he says, like they're going to look at the history, and if there is something, why isn't it then that you've been giving her therapy, or you've given her a social worker or something like that? In that piece that I saw, there was a police person, there was a nurse, and there was social services. That sort of stems from the fact she didn't know any of those people.
You know, she's in a hospital.
She didn't know any of them, so that doesn't mean that, oh well, I'm expecting this. You know what I mean? I'm expecting this because it's happened to me before. She was quite calm, very calm and rational. So as I say, it's like it makes you wonder if it's not another reason. You know, like you've seen something in the child that you can actually take away and think to yourself, well, we could put this child up for adoption, or
and this is
as
it. And I think
like,
because there is a stigma in the black community with social services in general, like it's probably not spoken about that much. Do you know what I mean? Because people won't. And I think this is another thing that I was going to mention just off the back of this is, when black kids are going into foster care, they are going to majority white foster carers. So there's this identity thing that these kids are going to be growing up with as well. And I saw one story of this woman, Rachel. Oh, can I have somebody's phone, because I did send it to the group chat. But she was looking to become a foster carer. She was a single mom, and she jumped through all the hoops to become a foster carer, because I didn't know which one I was going to need at the time. So she jumped through all the hoops, but then she says when she actually got the boy that was placed with her, she says she ended up keeping him till he was 21. Like literally, because she was like, it was so rewarding. And the guy the boy that she had in care, he told her like, well, I always run away and I always do this because there's no thingy of looking like me or anything like that. So she started this thing. Her name is Rachel Cole, and off the back of that she started Black Foster Carers Alliance, which is an organisation dedicated to promoting diversity, inclusion and equity in the fostering sector. So their goal is to empower minority families to become foster carers while working with organisations to enhance their recruitment and retention to foster carers, and to support families who are not black but are caring for black children. So, you know, I suppose
but
it's
actually,
that thing of creating a community. But hold on, that is a reason that there's not a lot of black foster carers, is because to have a foster care, to be a foster carer, you're inviting social services into your life, and a lot of black people don't want to do that.
The one that looked, the lady that had, what's it? No,
that's another thing.
I would tell you,
they do mention
let
that
me tell you something, that the people that's in my church, there is loads of them.
And I think we do, but we look after our own.
People,
like we'll have cousins, you know,
because they bring them to church, and like they're white kids, they're black kids. I'm saying that there is a lot of older black women that did foster, and they are still fostering.
But it's not.
I'm saying that a lot of the times they are over looked at, because I mean, remember the one that used to look after you as a child, she was told that well, you have you have fits. Well, she had her own child, and they made her do her house up, and they still declined her as a foster parent. Exactly. You know what I mean? And she looked after children. She was a childminder, and you know what I mean. So they do let you jump through a lot more hoops, and then we find out there's stories about people who's fostered that have just done it for the money. And, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it is a big problem. It really is. Definitely. So, and that's how we live and breathe. So the next thing is?
The next thing is what? Dilemma? Or it's a Dilemma, Nelly and Kelly. Oh,
you can do the dilemma today.
What would you do? All right, I'm going to do the dilemma today.
It's your turn.
It's my turn, apparently.
It's been forced upon her.
Can I afford it?
This hasn't been forced on her. It's been gazumped.
You need to unlock it. So, this one was off the back of I don't know whether I should tell you first. Should I tell you or should I just do it? So, Talia will do it. So, Talia will do it.
Talia.
Alright, so Talia. So it was off the back of watching the Umbrella Academy.
Squeezing.
Look, I'll squeeze.
Come
on. Off the back of the watching the Umbrella Academy. So I don't know if any.
Oh yes.
I don't know if anybody's been watching Umbrella Academy.
Yes, yeah, I did watch it.
So here is the dilemma. You don't need to have watched it to understand it. I'm gonna explain it comprehensively.
I think I'm gonna know what it is.
You ready? Yeah. You being a man. Okay. You have the ability to time travel. You present as a young adult, but really you're a pensioner. You have grown up with other children with special abilities, which have been. Oh, hold on. Did I say that? Yeah, because he time travels. So that's his special ability. Yeah. Do we get it so far?
He's an older person who time travels.
Who looks like a
Yes. Right, so you have grown up with other children with special abilities, which have been the bone of much contention for them throughout the years. One day, you are on a secret mission with the wife of one of your siblings. Get it?
As an older person.
Just presenting as a young man.
Okay.
Yeah? And you're with this wife, with the wife of your brother.
Okay.
Yeah? So you're on a special mission with your brother's wife. And she also has special abilities.
Okay.
So you find a subway that allows you to travel between different timelines, and you end up getting lost, searching for the way home for nearly 7 years.
Wow. Maria's giving you a tone.
Yeah. During this time, you're listening. You and your brother's wife inevitably grow close.
Oh my God.
And you're falling in love. Just whilst trying to survive jumping from timeline to timeline.
Into the Jamaican.
Into 7 years.
So during these 7 years, you and the brother's wife are starting to grow close because obviously it's just you and her. So you're jumping from timeline to timeline throughout the 7 years and you're making a life for it together.
Together?
Well, yeah, because you're the only
What happened to the brother?
He tried to survive. We can't find our way home.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So until one day, you find a map with the way back home.
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay.
Tell your brother's wife and risk her returning back to her real life and family, or keep the fact that you found the map to yourself so that you can live happily together in the new idyllic world you have built together.
Oh dear.
What would you do?
Oh dear.
Go on then, Rish. What would you do?
No, go on, Mum.
Okay.
Why me?
Because I'm always telling you guys straight away what I'm going to do. And then I feel like that sways your decision.
I think last time, it
was me last time.
Yeah.
It was very
You did the dilemma last week.
Yeah, exactly. So I would actually,
what I did.
as the brother, I would tell, because I would think that I'm living a lie anyway, because it's only because we can't find our way back why this woman really likes me or loves me now. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I would take my chances and tell her that I know the way back. And then if it comes to anything when we got back, then by the by. But
So when you say I've got the map, so this is how
and
you
I'd buy a knife or something like that in case my brother goes for me.
Oh,
when he finds out that I was banging his wife.
So in your presentation then, when you go to her with the map and you're like, okay, I found the map, but would you plead your case before? Like, would you say, listen, I found this map, but you know, I really love you, and so I want you to stay here, basically. Or if we go back, I want to do it together.
No, I want to go back. I want to go back because I found the map, and I want to go back anyway. Because we've been 7 years out of.
So aside from her, you just want to go back.
I want to go back because I'd want to see my brother for a start. I mean, even though, and see how it goes with him, because he can probably understand that. Well, it was just you and her on the earth, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? But now I want to see if she is for me or not. Do you know what I mean? Why go on with her when it's only because she still thinks that there's no way back, so I might as well make my life.
So that's it. So would you say to her, like, are you with me?
No, I wouldn't have to tell her. I'd just say, I've got the map to go back. And if she says, well, I'm not going back, and I'll say, well, I am.
Oh, shit!
You know what I mean? Seriously. Because I would say that you're living a lie. You're living a lie because
every day?
Yeah, because this girl thinks that you're the only two that understands each other. But given another chance, would she really stay with you? Do you know what I mean? Is she pining really for her husband, but she's making do?
You're the second
because
choice,
you're
the
family.
rebound.
Do you know you're family to her husband, so you might even be
family to her
like
as well,
him.
really,
that's your sister.
You might be like your brother. You know what I mean? So she's only with you because you are like your brother.
Because there was a foundational love there anyway. So it wasn't
no, I don't want to be second best. You mad? Sharing nothing.
No, I'm not saying you would share. I'm saying would you? No, but you would say like, I feel for you. So like, what are we gonna do? Like, when we get back, you wouldn't even have that conversation. So once we get back, so are you gonna tell him when you get back? Then
that's what I mean.
You would still tell him.
Yeah, because like we've been 7 years apart from them, so chances are yes, something would have happened between us. But I have to expect, like whatever to happen, but I wouldn't want the map and then to go ahead and into the future and knowing that I know the way back. No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't feel that way.
Same, different reasoning, bun whatever she wants. I also want to go get my dick wet with someone else. I'm a time traveller. So can you imagine, this one's an old man, appears as a young person. He's probably banged whoever he's wanted to bang
but
in his whole life.
Living for how long,
he's been living. So he's like, I also know that really, like, you ain't it. Because obviously I'm a time traveller, so I could have also went back in time and hit that before my brother hit that. If I really liked her at the time. So I know that it's from the situation of us being alone together. And obviously, like, I'm an old man, so I know how to kind of, I've went through heartbreak and all that stuff, and I'm also aware that why I may be feeling this way for my sister-in-law, and obviously she's not a bad person, otherwise she wouldn't be with my brother. So I'm like, we may have done a little ting and whatnot. I would have to explain to I would negotiate with her that part. Like, when I say, okay, I found the map, we're going home. Same way, I ain't negotiating, we are going home.
We're going home.
But did you want to mention to my brother that we were eating that?
If you want to keep that secret.
For the last 3 years, because I don't even know how long I would have waited. If I'm honest,
Exactly.
it might have been year one.
Well, I think yeah, but I
have
can't
been first
remember
month.
exactly. But I think it was
Especially
closer.
from my old man, I got to
closer
come
to
back.
it.
I mean, we've been looking for our way back, so I could have found my way back within the first year. I'm an old man, so therefore, how do I know when I get back? My libido might have gone, and I could have hit her in the first month when I was out there as a younger looking man or younger. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So, like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not.
Anyway,
saying,
I'm not saying I
like,
don't
she
want
ain't
her,
a tit,
actually.
But like,
But-
it's just not fair to say that I want
Yeah.
you when there's been no one else around.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Do you get what I mean?
You haven't been
understand
tested by
me.
life, and that's what all I was thinking.
So what's
like,
yours?
Mine would be the same. We have to go back. You haven't been tested by life, and this is the thing. Like, obviously
never
with
will
hers,
be.
she had kids, so I didn't even add that
him?
element. No, with her, the brother's
Oh,
wife.
no,
so they've got
definitely
kids.
not.
So she obviously that was her straight away. Like, we're going back. Like, obviously he did tell her. I will say, like, he did tell her, but he kind of did plead his case in the sense of, you know,
It's been 7 years.
Spoiler
But then
alert.
what was also,
Some
no
people
spoiler
probably haven't
alert.
watched it.
Yeah,
but also awkwardly, when they went back, it had been like 10-15 minutes.
It's been a day. It's literally been
not
a
been
day.
7 years.
So they're looking all dishevelled
So
and
they're like,
popped up.
he's like, oh, I
and
missed
it's
you,
been
babe.
a day. Yeah.
And she's like, what do you mean you missed me? And he's like, yeah, well, you only just popped out, basically.
Oh my
So
god.
that was the whole thing of
So
showing how
imagine,
time travel works.
yeah.
So they've been gone 7 years, but they've only been gone a day as far as their
So that was a
timeline
good job he went back.
So it was a good job she went back
Oh,
because like they
no.
both went back because imagine now like they hadn't even missed a beat in terms of kids were still in school and shit. She was obviously expecting to come back and her children to be grown.
didn't
and-
recognise her.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
No, because
yeah.
I thought that you was gonna do the end.
I was gonna do.
In which case, I was
Which
gonna
it-
say that's
which
the
bit?
actual
Oh,
ending
that's
of
oh
what
no, no, I
happened.
wouldn't do
Of
that.
like,
No, I
if
wouldn't
you
do
knew
that.
that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
was
that would.
Would
that,
you
there
do
were so
it?
many because
That was a
even
really
with
good
the
Actually,
with
yeah,
Ben
that's true.
and Jessica.
If you knew
I
he was
gonna
only going to
do
be a day
that
away.
one, like, shall we stay apart because we love each other?
Yeah.
Or if
But
you know that if you're
but
together,
that's what I
you
felt like. The only reason that you were together was because of the chemical reaction of you guys being together. It wasn't because
that wasn't
you
a
actually think it. But yeah, good one.
That was good. Thank you for indulging me. Thanks for letting me take your turn, Mark.
Thank you for being honest. Honest.
Oh, can I just say, on a totally different note, because you're wearing yours, I don't know if you're wearing yours, but my sister bought me some beautiful earrings the other day. Where did you get them, Raish?
Oh, well, that was going to be my congratulate. But I did it now.
okay.
In my congratulate. I want
No,
to
no,
congratulate.
we're not
Why
doing
not?
congratulate first.
Why?
Because
Why
we've
can't
got
you
a
just
system going on here.
Oh, sorry. I just threw
Anyway,
You can do
next-
that.
We'll come back to
We'll
that.
save it. That didn't
exactly.
happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen.
edit.
I just saw them and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, but isn't she
And-
nice?
Oh,
Isn't she
baby,
cute?
baby.
Oh,
Oh,
my
baby,
god.
So moving on,
I should have got names.
moving on,
No, yeah, you should have because I didn't think that.
moving on.
Go.
You'd never find them again anyway.
Haters are gonna hate.
I've been to so many black. What's it?
Wait, you didn't come to this one.
no.
You weren't at this one.
And
She weren't there, guys.
anyway, so the next thing is
It's
it's
how much?
Oh, so
Yeah,
about that, this skirt.
no.
Sorry, guys. I have no. It's how much.
What?
this
no,
thing. I do
no, no, not
apologise.
possible.
No,
not
that's
possible.
I
not
do apologise.
Think about something and get one.
Think about it real
No,
quick.
sorry.
Okay, then it's how much?
Oh,
By
Karen,
two of us this week.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we can.
But how are we gonna win? I'm trying to
Right,
get my scores
it's
up here.
how much?
It's how much?
There it is.
Oh, a bit.
A bit.
It's a pedal.
Better win.
40 litres. Is that a big one? No, it's not. It's a little
No,
bit.
it's
It's a
tiny.
little pedal
It's
bit.
like one of them toilet bins.
Alright.
It's no,
Also-
it's not that little.
It's a 4 gal.
It's a 4 gallon.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So
Think
isn't
about
a
4
gallon like a...
No, no, it's about
So is it a kitchen bin?
Is it?
4 8 gallons.
Is this a kitchen bin?
8
Alright.
glasses. Glasses.
Huh?
Is this a kitchen bin?
Kitchen bin, yeah.
8 of these.
No. This is down. This is a new. Going on like they're old.
New when?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
Can you just put them down, please? They're only a year old. are you
I
talking
don't know about in the glasses
just
industry,
So why
but in the car industry.
It's okay.
It's how much?
I can't see. It's gone. You mean the bit. I say
$79.99.
What?
How much?
$79.99.
No.
I don't know who VIP are, so I think that VIP think they're someone.
VIP. Nah, VIP ain't no one. I'm
They
thinking.
think there's someone.
You're gonna have a look.
$7.99.
Oh.
Do I have to? Should I just have it?
How much did you say?
I said
$27.99.
$79.99.
How much did you say?
$27.99. That's being generous.
That's being generous.
Yeah.
What did you say?
$27.99.
27.
325.
Shut the hell up! What the hell?
Why?
For a bin?
Oh,
325.
Yeah, that's not being good.
Why?
Does it come and get you, please? You rubbish.
I know. Where's the? Does it turn into a robot?
Are you like
325?
What's wrong with? I mean, what? More? Press more. How do we go onto the website?
Why?
Cause I need to see why.
No, I'm saying why is it? Why does it cost this much?
It's that much.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to search this bin. Well,
That's
gosh,
how much,
that's
yes.
ridiculous. Well, can I just use your phone? No, we'll do
Mine.
mine. Yeah. So mine, off the back of Umbrella Academy, was how much for I can either take how am I doing this actually? I can either take per episode or a season, but how much do you think an average TV show costs to make? No special effects, no massive actors, because obviously that puts it into skyrocketing.
You mean no famous actor?
That's what I mean. No massive actors, like small cast. Probably not. Yeah, just like a normal cast.
Yeah, average.
But average.
I'm asking,
To get it on television.
Is this is this real TV or fake TV?
To get on an actual TV show.
No, so like real TV, like where like it's
certified
supposed
productions.
To be, no, I mean, so it's supposed to be like we are real life people, or so a place in
reality
the sun,
TV.
a place in the sun,
Not
or
reality
like
TV.
we've
Not
made this
any.
up,
Yeah,
fiction.
that would be definitely a different price as well. So no, an actual writing something,
Drama.
production. Need a director. Need cameras. We need a cast and crew. We need a location. All of that shit. Like how much on average to make a series in the UK?
I would say it's going to be in the millions, hasn't it? I would say probably a couple of millions. Does that sound familiar? Actually,
Couple of
I think I
millions?
said a couple of millions last week. But about a couple of millions, just for a basic one. It's
So how
it's
much?
Not
How much is a couple? 2. Just
couple
2.
is 2, yeah. All day long.
All time.
What would you say?
Sorry.
Are you looking this up?
Yeah, no. Why do you keep saying that? I'm trying to get a bloody how much. Okay.
You've gone off screen.
How
much is this?
I'm gonna say just your average Joe show. I'm gonna go. How many episodes? Sorry.
But they're usually 6, isn't
question.
it? The minimum is usually
I haven't
6.
got that specification, but usually it would be like 10, 6 to 10, wouldn't it, if it's UK?
Okay, I'm gonna go roughly about 240.
240.
Okay.
Okay.
For the 6 episodes.
Not a low budget.
Oh, not a low
Not
budget.
a low budget.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, like it's got to make the TV, not like a YouTube film. Or
Oh, okay.
Not something that you're just going to release yourself. It's going to make the
It's gonna make the
It's actually
TV.
on the
Yeah.
thingies, doing the things.
Yeah.
Think Spence.
Okay. So we're going roughly about.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. It can vary so
Yeah,
much.
I know it can.
Because like I'm
It's
like.
I'll take ballparks. Yeah, I'll take ballparks.
Oh, is the video finished?
Okay, let's go 6 mil.
Okay. Overall, average spend on making a series jumped 26% in 2019 to 17.9 million.
Ooh.
And increased again last year to over 19
Is that
million.
a film?
No, a TV series. And in America, it's even worse.
Oh, you got to
In America,
adjust the price.
first season drama is up to 2 to 3 million per episode, unless it requires lots of super special effects.
Oh my God.
Like Star Trek would be 7 million per episode to produce.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Exactly. 30-minute Friends, a 30-minute sitcom. I've got a story about Friends as well, actually. Let me remind.
So did I win or did you win? What did you say?
30-minute sitcom cost 10 million to 15 million an episode. Just Friends. And they weren't even doing no shit.
Yeah, but if you think about it, you've got to
And it was in
remember
the
that
same
you're
place.
paying the talent
Yeah,
1 million an
exactly.
episode,
That's
and
what
that
it
camera
is.
was 60 grand
That's exactly
for
what
one
it
camera.
Yeah.
And then
That's why I
you're
said
doing
not
like a
high-paid
scene
actors
of
and
like
stuff, but
just
yeah.
like a camera here and a camera there and a camera there. It's just like, well, I was thinking when you said like spend, obviously the spending for spend is going to be very different in relation to like the spending for Supacell. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, most
So like
definitely,
those are two. Like I know you said without the
without special effects, without big
and stuff
actors,
like that.
yeah.
But it's like
Supercell.
Season 2 is
No,
coming.
didn't Supercell have an
Yeah.
episode where they robbed the van man?
They didn't rob him; they stabbed him.
They had that this week.
What?
A guy yesterday was stabbed
Oh,
on his
the
on his
delivery man,
the delivery man
yeah, I saw that.
for
as well.
Amazon, and he got stabbed. And I
But
thought,
they've
like,
been doing
is
that
this a
before.
copying?
That
thing?
no,
they've
that's
been
what he
doing that,
based
that's
it
what
on,
he's
is
basing it
because
on.
that's what
They've
they
been
do.
robbing
You have to pay a
They've
tax
been
to come
thinking,
onto the
yeah.
roles.
You go
to come and
into
deliver your
you go
parcel.
into some of these areas. Yeah?
I thought, is
And
that
they're
a copy
literally,
kind of
like,
thing?
They're literally someone will like run out, like it will sometimes be like a kid or something will run out in front of the van or whatever. The people in the van stop in the middle of the thingy. They get out the van, like the kid's not hurt or anything, but he's like, oh, what are you doing, blah blah blah. So they get out the van and then they rob the whole van and drive off and leave him. And if he wants to try and say something, you're getting kicked the shit out of.
Oh, no. That was
But
terrible.
that's why also then if you look at it, all these delivery driver jobs have went up. All the price of it has went up because actually now you're taking risk. Like they're like actually, and they're just leaving these packages.
They do, yeah.
I thought that
They
was
can't
terrible.
think it. Sorry,
So
what
it's
happened
how
about
much?
Friends, so you know, oh yeah, it's much.
Can we do yours first?
Should we just, yeah, do you want to
No,
do
I
yours?
wanna
Oh,
do
okay.
that.
So the Friends thing, oh my god, Matthew Perry,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
that he was thingy with the
Oh, he's-
ketamine overdose. Apparently, it's basically like a Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston type
Yeah.
thing. So
They-
people
they
were
done it on
actually thinking
purpose.
like they were selling this man 2,000 like,
Ketamine, that
ketamine that they
cost
were getting for
£2.
like £20 or something.
$20.
For fucking $2,000
Yeah.
dollars and stuff like
They've
that. So they're
arrested
saying, yeah, that now the head.
But
His
then-
PR, his
What was
PA,
funny about
it was the
that-
worst.
Sorry to say, going on from the thing that we were speaking about, that quiet on set thing, like all these kid actors, like Matt was in this from early as well.
Yeah.
So all of them have this same thing of like they're just getting drugged
Moved
up to
on
Ross
to,
because.
yeah.
But then it's a very similar thing to when we were speaking about the footballer guy. You've given so much money and attention and admiration at such an early age that how do I now exist in a world of like how
Of
like
not being
Drake
known
said,
by anybody?
I'm fucking like waxing surfboards or some shit. Like after knowing everyone's thinking, how do you come back from that?
Yeah.
So then you're left vulnerable because it's like, well, what are you gonna do to maintain this? What are you gonna do to maintain in the spotlight? What are you gonna give me and these little arseholes? Sorry.
But yeah, I thought, oh my god, how's that?
How much is this hat then?
Oh, is that a hat? Oh,
Yeah, it's
Has it got something at the
called
back or
the
is that
Row
here?
Caspian Cashmere baseball cap.
It's
It's just a
cashmere.
cap. There's nothing else special about it. I'm just gonna
Cashmere.
put this in just in case. Yeah, it's just a normal black cap. There is
I
nothing
would
else
say
special
it's not
about
even
it.
Nike or anything.
Nope. It just says Caspian Cashmere baseball cap. And it's in
I
black.
would say.
go on.
Let me give you some editor's notes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, editors notes, like
Okay.
The road can
more
even
than I would
make
do
a
for you.
baseball cap look refined and minimalist. As this Caspian
I'm glad you're not doing it in Irish.
Made from soft cashmere. It comes in a shade dark grey. That's easy to coordinate your outfit too.
Oh, fourth, isn't it?
I would say £125.
Okay.
I'd say 220.
Okay. 640.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was cashmere, girl.
640. I did think cashmere, that's why I went high as far as I was concerned for a cap. But yeah. I mean, I saw this podcast the other day and this guy was like, oh yeah, I love, smelling good and blah, blah, blah. So I'll pay it up to like 4 or 5 bills for an aftershave.
For a what?
I nearly spat out my tea.
For a perfume?
£400.
The other day, I
So
found
if I had the money, I'd pay a lot.
I know, I love to smell good, but like, I was thinking he was going to say like a couple of hundred, because I know like perfume is expensive.
Absolutely. The other day,
400.
I found like I was going through some old stuff and I found like one of these tester perfumes. I was like, oh, this bangs. So I was like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna have to check this and treat myself, you know, coming up after my birthday. It was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna treat myself, get myself a little something.
Which was a month ago.
Which is a bit delicious. No, but like it was around that time sort of thing. So then I was like, okay, so I'm like using this little tester bottle and then it reached the end. I was like, okay, let me investigate. So the first shop I went to, they were like, oh no, we don't sell that here. So I was like, okay. So already I'm like,
they must have looked at
how much is this
she's a
stuff?
bougie bitch, man. Coming in asking for that. Imagine.
Oh, so where does this hold within the thingy? So just as a, before I say where it was, as a like a thingy, the only place I knew that was selling it in store was Boots. So imagine where I started as a trajectory, maybe somewhere like body care, and then we've moved up to like Boots. So I'm like, okay, because Superdrug also not a damn thing. So I was like, okay, Boots, because High Street don't sell nothing no more. There is no High Street. So yeah, so then I'm in Boots and I'm like, oh yeah, like, do you have this perfume? So it's the J'adore one. And they were like, oh yeah, I think we've got like one of the like smaller bottles. So I've looked at the smaller bottle now. 70 something.
70?
The bottle, 70 was the bottle.
For the 50ml one.
And you know the box covers most of that. So the bottle probably was like that. So I was like, oh,
I'm worth it.
70. So then I googled then, okay, so what are these 30 mils and blah 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 saying 100.
It's
like,
I mean, that's what I mean. I know that, but
when I'm
400 is
the Essence Vault.
I know when I buy 100
So what I'm saying, guys, Google Essence Vault and just get.
I haven't tried them yet, but somebody was saying that to me the other day, that because I love perfumes.
I do as well.
And you know, I was saying, why don't you just get them off Essence Vault? Because they do cost a bomb, but I just love the smell of it.
But sometimes I feel like getting the real thing, if you can afford it, go for it.
Designer perfume.
They last as well, but that's what this person said about Essence Vault. They were like, now they last as well.
It does last.
I will have to try.
And they do smell nice, because I had to go and order it after that. Sorry, because I had to, because I really like the smell. But then, like, the last dribble that I did have in the thingy bottle, it is like, it's similar, but it's just not. It's not the same. I feel like it's like your Robinsons and your Ribena. You want the real berry. Do you got what I mean? The real stuff, Jackie.
I mean, you got Jimmy Choo for me, and I am hooked on that.
God.
So
it's like
I do love designer.
Lee gave me one before. This woman who was working in this woman's house, and she designs like the labels and stuff for perfumes. So it was Lancome. No,
Lancome is nice,
Idol or something like that. Yeah. So obviously, similarly, like she gave Lee the bottle. Like it didn't have nothing on it at the time. It was just the bottle, the template of the bottle that she'd made. And it smelled delicious. And everywhere I went, people were like, "Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that?" So I was like,
"Oh, you know how my husband does."
But same thing. Time I come to buy this shit now. Oh my god, it was like similarly like 70 something for a tiny little bottle, and I've gone in there. Obviously, I didn't even know what it's called. I've had to like Google, like you know when you do a Google image search of the bottle, because I kept the bottle as well. Still trying to every now and then.
She's getting that corner.
Yeah, so literally, so I did that,
I was
found it,
and
then I was like, oh my god, so I know the name Lancome, and I was like, I've had Lancome before, so I was like, that's probably why I liked it.
I like Lancome.
I've gone, oh, have you got Lancome Idol? And she's like, it's called Idol. I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah. Oh, right then.
We'll go and
so have you got it
on?
But yeah, when she pulled it out and it was 70 something, I was like, and then I had to buy it, because now I'm like, yes! Because I was like,
not have to be corrected.
I need to buy this.
That bitch.
You know,
I'm walking out the shower about
just take that off my card. It's not platinum, but still.
More about it.
Yeah.
So what's next?
So it was how much?
Everybody.
Congratulate.
Congratulate. Well, I want to congratulate.
I would like to congratulate
my
Jamaican Festival.
I want to congratulate my grandbaby for passing all her tests. All her exams. Round of applause.
And can we congratulate our cousin nephews?
Anybody that's passed.
But they did amazing. They did amazing as well.
Have you?
Yes, they did very well as well. So congratulations and congratulations to everybody as well.
Amazing. Because you did have a couple of years of pandemonium.
We did start.
Oh no, that's pandemic.
Yeah, we kind of started where we ended up, didn't we?
Yeah, so yours is
my congratulate, which I have already just said.
Did you just
the Jamaican Festival in Birmingham last weekend?
It's not like you to cuddle.
Go.
Oh yeah, sorry. Jamaican Festival. Was the
Independence
It was
Day.
so hot. It was so hot.
Earrings.
I like, obviously, I did ask the ladies if they wanted to come, but they had previous arrangements.
Shizzles was happening, unfortunately.
But it was hot. It was lit. The food was good. And they had like loads of different stores. There was a queue longer than the queue to get in for the little like rum punch bar thing, blah blah blah. No, you didn't have to pay to get in. But yeah, definitely something I didn't even know was happening.
Yeah, it happens every year.
No, not this. This was the first time for a long time.
It happens
in Birmingham. No, it was the first time.
Well, anyway, they had it
Centenary Square for a long time.
So how come that's where I've always gone to?
I know. Okay, carry on.
I'm sorry, but
by the flues in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's it.
But it stopped for a couple of years. And then this was the first year.
It was jam out. It was jam out.
There was loads of them on
people
YouTube if you want to have a look.
Apparently,
yeah, Carnival this weekend.
Any of you like doing the Carnival?
No, that's in London anyway.
I don't know.
Ladbrokes one? No. I've done it too many times.
Apparently they do it all over now. I didn't even realise. People was like, oh, I went to Carnival in Derby or something.
I went to Carnival in Manor.
Leicester and all that. There's everywhere.
Yeah, no, I feel
it's
like
it's all food and drink.
I really would love it if I could like hover over everyone and watch it. But I just can't stand like having these people in this close proximity.
Drones.
I watched it on YouTube, and that's as close as I'm gonna get. So that's my congratulation anyway for what's on yours is.
I did have a congratulate, but I feel like we've talked about results.
It wasn't even yours. What are you chatting about?
What do you mean it wasn't mine? Congratulating for my grandbaby.
You just said, and we wasn't talking about the grandbaby, so we were talking about the festival.
Yeah, we were.
I know, I'm just saying, that was yours.
Carry on.
I'm trying to think if anything else happened now, because...
You can say the same. Congratulate to her child.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, I've got to congratulate. Yeah, so definitely congratulations to my baby. Amazing, literally, the results were... outstanding is all I can say without like picking myself up too much.
You had nothing to do with it.
Well, I kind of did because she came out of my pum pum. So yes, that was my contribution at the very least.
Don't be that
16 years ago, think it out. If Mummy was taking flipping, sorry. Sorry. So what we're doing then is congratulating ourselves this week because obviously, like you guys said,
I'm not congratulating myself at all. To be honest, like she's done amazing, and she's done it with minimal help. Do you know what I mean? Like literally, this girl just gets her head down, and she gets on with it. And hopefully she'll reap the rewards in the future. So yes, congratulations to them. There was to my baby. I'll keep saying her name, but yeah. Congratulations to her. And there was a school, Brampton Manor Academy, that
saw that one.
Over 300 of their students got between got A's and A stars for their A levels.
9s.
Predominantly black and brown children. Okay. And they're going to like Oxford, Oxbridge, Cambridge, Warwickshire, Manchester. I'm gonna have to do a little thing. Like literally predominantly so what is it? Hard-pressed area. And they're in this is a state school, this is not a thing, and they're pumping out year after year. This is not an anomaly here, guys. This school has been doing this since they it was turned into an academy in 2011. And since then this school has in London, and it's been turning out year after year after year. Like obviously they put investments into infrastructure into the school, like into you know what I mean, like extracurricular, like honing in on the children.
Although academies are parents.
I'll show you the link. I'll send you.
Academies are parents oriented. You know, they're not left.
But this is my point. Like when you have investment in children, it shows. It really shows because these are in inner city London children. There's nothing special that these people have got going on. They're just invested in the children, and I feel like somebody needs to find this formula and or roll this kind of formula out because and apparently they've put more children in the last couple of years into these Russell Group kind of schools, universities than the Eton
other schools.
So well done to Brampton Manor Academy and the teachers there as well, because obviously you're doing an amazing job.
And you obviously like
no hates this week.
No hate. No hate. No hate.
I hate these people parking on the corner of my road. No hate.
We've done that.
I'm gonna say it every week until it stops. And you gonna see this? You gonna hear this hate?
So the riddle is from you.
The riddle. I said to you to do the riddle because
I do the riddle.
Riddle to end.
Riddle to end.
You ready? There's a one-story house in which everything is yellow. Yellow walls, yellow doors, yellow furniture. What colour are the stairs?
There are no stairs.
Risha! You don't have to fucking do another one now, you dick!
No, just say it.
No, don't think you said close.
Did you say one
story? Do it again.
Yes!
Oh.
What can you no. What can you break even if you never pick it up or touch it?
Okay.
A heart.
There you go. So, oh my god.
It's a promise. I'm going again. I'm too close. I'm going again. Will you just shut up? Just firmly let bush. No, now I'm gonna find some hard one. I'm gonna find some extra hard one now. Tricky riddles.
I didn't get it right though, did I?
No, but it's too close. Heart, a promise. It was too close. You've already given them you gave them the seed that they needed to plant the tree.
Oh, you can be able to edit this.
I'm gonna leave it all in.
No, don't.
What's at the end of a rainbow?
A leprechaun.
My time to talk.
My time to talk. It's over.
Like and subscribe. Don't comment.
Hands on your knees.
No, never.